Hello, everyone. This is Olusobanjo. I'm super excited to have you all here today. And today is actually a very special day because we are having what I call the Storyteller Show. Now, I have some phenomenal ladies that are here with me live today that are going to be sharing their exceptional talk with you. And these are ladies that are phenomenal at what they do, experts in their own niches. And each one of them is going to be showing you how they can help you. Okay. And one of the things that I do and get so excited about is the fact that I get to work with the best of the best. Okay. Women that are really passionate about what they do. And most of the people, in short, all the people that I work with started their businesses because they have a message that they have personally gone through, or a solution that they have crafted for their clients, and they're giving out of their time and their stories to help many other people that are where they used to be. And so today I have 4 of them that are going to be speaking today. Now, without much further ado, I'm going to give you the first person. Elizabeth Soto Baez is an empowerment coach. She helps divorced women to actually get their power back. And she's going to be presenting her talk to you. And so if you're here and you know someone, or you are someone that actually needs what she has, I want you to pay attention because she has something very, very special for you. All right, Elizabeth, take it away.
Want to know the number one mistake women make around their finances after divorce? Maybe it's you. You're divorced and looking at the mess of your finances and wondering, how am I going to figure this out? What did I get myself into? Hey everyone, my name is Elizabeth. I'm a women's empowerment coach and a breathwork facilitator. I help divorced and separating women rediscover their identities, claim their peace, and then step into the freedom of their new lives. Now, before my divorce, finances gave me anxiety. It was often a point of contention in my marriage, and I really struggled to get it. Honestly, I was just grateful that the bills got paid. Looking back, it felt like we were just making ends meet, but the reality was that I was doing an incredibly poor job of managing our money. Now, divorce, I had to really put my big girl panties on, and it was just me and my income. That created a deep shift. And in that moment, I could choose to maintain my anxiety, my overwhelm, my confusion around money, or I could choose to learn to maximize my income. I could choose to learn about money, and not just to make ends meet, but to do the things that I love. And now, doing this work in my personal life, coaching women on this journey, I know beyond the shadow of a doubt that every one of us can move from, I have no idea how I'm going to make this work, to I get to do more of what I love. And it just takes one simple step. One step. Maybe you know the step. You could drop in the comments here if you think you know what it is. The number one thing that you get to do and need to do to begin to master your finances is to pay yourself first. Now, why aren't you paying yourself first? And how can you do that? I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you're not doing it, and also give you some insight on what you can start doing right now to take back control. The first problem is that you've not assessed your current financial situation. You know there's less money, and you know the account is moving, emptying quickly, and you know what your body feels, that tension in your chest, the stories that you hear in your head. You suck at controlling money. You have no idea what you're doing. Nobody wants to hire you. You've been out of the game. You go to the grocery store and swipe your card, you put gas in your car, you get clothes and sneakers for your babies, and then the next thing you know, your account is overdrafted. Or maybe you are like me and you refuse to look at your account because all it does is leave you feeling defeated. What are you supposed to do now? Here's what you're supposed to do. You need to get clear. That's the very first thing. What's coming in, what's going out, set up a money date and work on that. Maybe invite a friend or a safe person to sit with you and do this work. Now, the trick around this step is to do it without judgment. Approach this activity with full curiosity, okay? Paying yourself first and ultimately mastering your money means you need to get clear. Now, the second problem about why you're not paying yourself first, why you've not mastered your finances is this: you don't have a plan. Failing to plan is actually planning to fail. No plan means no flow. Now, you're sure that there's enough money in your bank account, right? You checked it. And then all of a sudden, there is not enough money. All of a sudden, you find yourself sleepless nights, laying awake, wondering how you're going to get groceries because you don't actually get paid till next week. And you need to figure out how you're going to feed yourself and your babies. What are you going to do? I feel you. Here's what you're going to do. Second step is create a cash flow plan. Create a budget. Every single expense needs to be on there. And you get to decide how you're going to build that cash flow plan, because really it doesn't matter how you track. What matters is that you start tracking and that you get consistent with your tracking. It could be paper pencil, it could be an app, it can be an Excel sheet. It doesn't matter how. It matters that you're doing it and that you're doing it consistently. So you've got two things to do so far. You're going to get clear with yourself on a money date. You're going to build your cash flow plan. And the third thing, the reason why you have not mastered your finances, why you're not paying yourself first, is because you don't have a self-care routine. You're exhausted. You're so tired. You're working hard to keep all the plates spinning. And then when a plate drops, because ladies, the plate inevitably drops, okay? You're the one who has to pick it up. You're the cleanup person. You give yourself to your friends, your family, your kids, your coworkers. Everyone gets you except you. You don't get you. And it's time to take your time back. Paying yourself, ladies, isn't just about your money. Paying yourself is about setting time that's just for you, being intentional around that time, filling your tank, nourishing your mind, your body, your spirit. Because when you are nourished and filled, you can fill others. We all know the saying that you can't pour from an empty cup, but we insist on doing that. Okay. We insist on spending time for everyone else except for ourselves. We are magical humans, women. We do a lot of things without nourishing ourselves. Imagine what you could do if you nourished and re-energized yourself on a regular basis. So how do you master your finances, lady, after a divorce? Well, the key is to pay yourself first. That is my stand. That is a clear, wholehearted belief. And how are you going to do that? You're going to assess your finances. You're going to create a cash flow plan. And then you're going to build a self-care routine that happens regularly. Are you ready to pay yourself first? Are you ready to step into the freedom of your new life? If the answer is yes, then you get to pay yourself first today by clicking the link above and setting up a free empowerment call. Together, we're going to uncover where you are, where you want to be, and how you're going to get there. You get to pay yourself first. And today is your chance to choose that path. So click the link, join me for an empowerment call. I am more than excited to connect with you and to cultivate the life of freedom that you desire.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Liz, for that. I definitely know that a lot of women would be very excited just because they've heard from you today, and many others that are going to watch the replay. So thank you. Thank you for sharing with us. I want to jump to the next speaker. This lady is the corporate maestro. She helps organizations and professionals actually get rid of their public speaking nightmares. I'm going to present to you Anu Tehama.
I'm sure you have heard that people say public speaking is scary, especially in foreign language. But what if you could break free from the fear of public speaking? Imagine that every time you go to the place in front of the small or big audience, it can be in the shop, it can be in the class, it can be in the doctor, it can be everywhere. It's not only on the stage. It can be online, it can be offline, whatever. And you will feel yourself so confident that you will talk with joy and ease, and you are energized and you're relaxed and people are looking at you. My name is Anu Tehama, and Tehama in Estonian means that the land of the stars. So I teach all stars, meaning you, how to get rid of this fear and how to shine in spotlight better than ever without nightmare before. And you go and you just do your thing, shorter or longer. And if you can imagine this feeling that you go there and you're shaking and so on, put me in those comments so I can see if I'm not alone. And listen carefully if it's you, because in this video, I will talk to you what is the biggest secret to win your fears. Lately, I had a workshop with speakers, They are in the municipality, they were teachers, they are people who often need to speak with audience, and often they need to speak very quickly because no one will inform them before, so they need to be ready straight away. And I was asking a very simple question: do you practice your speech? And you know what was the answer? It was a clear no. They don't have time for that. But then they started to speak that, yeah, but when I go to the stage, I know that I prepare my text and I prepare my message. And sometimes I just think about where I am and who I need to say something. But when I go to the stage, this fear makes me act very weird, like my hands are not working anymore, or my body doesn't really make strange movements, or I freeze, or I start to speak very quickly that no one can't understand, and all the grammars will get sleepy already. So this is so simple. Even I'm practicing. I know Olo is practicing. I know Elizabeth is practicing. Karen, everyone is practicing, because if you want to be perfect, you need to practice. Practice makes perfect. And then I know some people say, perfect is boring. I don't want to be boring. So please just get better. This is also a very good goal. Because if you don't, then in certain moments you will lose yourself and you start to speed up, and then you will talk things you never planned and you go over your time, or you don't know what to do when you just forget where are you and who you speak, what to do then. Or they give you time, like, okay, you needed to speak 5 minutes, but suddenly the next speaker didn't come, you need quickly to add more 10 minutes. What are you going to do then? So you need to practice, because life is not only there on the stage. We all are on the stage all the time, because this is a life. And you are the main character in your life, or in your life movie. So in every situation, it's a school, or is it, you can think about that. So if you wonder that public speaking might be a useful skill for you also, for example, in the shop to get back your money if you bought the wrong thing, and they do it with a pleasant way, maybe offer the special offers. It's a joke sometimes, but it happened, okay? But if you feel like, comment me below. And if you feel like you would like to add something, please DM me, and I will see what is your problem and how you can help with this to help me to be better in my work. Because everyone is different, cultures are different, people are still the same with the fears everywhere. So I would be very grateful if you do this. I hope I will see you.
Thank you so much, Anu, for sharing beautiful presentation. It shows that this is exactly what you help people do. So thank you for sharing with us. And next I have Cynthia Sears. She is a licensed private investigator. And if you're here and you actually have issues around custody, child custody and all, you want to pay attention to this lady and what she has to say. Take it away, Cynthia.
If you're going through child custody issues, or you're unsure of your children's whereabouts and who they're with, you're not alone. As a licensed private investigator with over 25 years of experience and the founder of Austin Investigations, I offer my expertise in helping families navigate these sensitive situations. So our goal is to provide you with the answers you deserve by addressing your concerns with the entire custody issue and with well-being of your children. At Austin Investigations, we're committed to finding nurturing ways to solve issues, promote healthier parent-child relationships, and create peaceful co-parenting arrangements. And we've helped numerous clients, like John, navigate challenges and reunite with their loved ones. John's story is like many others. His ex-wife left Mexico with their children for another man in the United States, and he had no idea where they were or who they were spending their time with. And John was devastated but determined to find his children, so he gave me a call. And that's where we come in. We meticulously collected information from him about everyone his ex-wife knew or spoke with on the telephone, and we conducted surveillance to find them. And we were eventually able to locate the children, but the journey of reuniting with their father was not easy at all. But through our efforts, John was able to reconnect with his children and be helped and we helped him with secure joint custody through the courts. Now, this is something that I stood by him every step of the way and explaining everything clearly and expertise regarding the legal system to ensure a favorable outcome. And this was really important. And if you can relate to John's story, you need an expert investigator who knows how to get the answers you need. Because as you go through this emotional journey, my team and we're here to help you and get the peace of mind that you deserve. Thank you for taking the time to consider our services, and we look forward to supporting you on your child custody journey. You can visit my website for more information, and don't hesitate to contact me at any time. It's Austin Investigations. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Cynthia. You know, when someone is going through this kind of experience, it's always great to have someone that knows exactly what to do. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. And last but not in any way least at all, I have Karen Kitt here, and she is a life transformation strategist. And she's here to give you some tips on exactly what you need to do if you're in corporate and you're finding it hard to figure what life balance is all about. Karen Kitt.
Are you chronically stressed out trying to achieve work-life balance? Well, guess what? It's not your fault. Hello, I'm Karen Kitt, and I help busy career women manage stress and find strategies to create a healthier work-life balance for overall well-being. My customers are usually high-achieving professional women who value their time and would happily pay for someone to take away their frustrations and speed up the process. I want every career woman to know today that you are not the problem. It's not your fault. You're not suffering because you haven't been trying hard enough. And I also want you to know that you are not alone. I remember a time in my career when I had just come off of a high professionally. I had written a book about education. My middle school students had won awards in the school district for performing all over the city. And yet I found myself lying in bed, totally exhausted, burned out, and looking up at the ceiling from my bed wondering, how did I get here? And why am I alone? And through that process of self-reflection, I learned the principle of self-leadership, to set boundaries and to ask for help. When I came out of that cave of a dark period in my life, I made a commitment to myself never to return to that debilitating pain and exhaustion of burnout. And I literally rose up determined to cultivate the skills and develop the systems that would allow me to perform, achieve, lead, and live with joy, health, relationships, prosperity, and purpose. Not only that, I committed to helping other women like myself, like you, manage stress, avoid burnout, and achieve the success they worked so hard for without sacrificing their relationships and good health. Women, what I want you to know today, and this is extremely important, you are not the problem. You are not alone. The good news is, busy career women can overcome the stress and struggle of work-life balance and enter into the flow of living a life of achievement and deep fulfillment. I have discovered 3 behavior shifts, mindset shifts, that flourishing career women have learned and that they practice to break free from the struggle of work-life balance and enter into fulfilling work-life flow. If that sounds good, type flow in the chat. That would be great. Here are my 3 steps. Number 1, you need to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies. Number 2, you need a system. And number 3, you need accountability. Let's talk about mindset number 1. You need to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies to break free from the stress and struggle mindset of balancing to a vision and mindset where you see yourself and your loved ones flourishing and in flow, creating and navigating your life, every aspect of it on your terms. And while this might seem like a bold intention, women, I'd like you to know that breaking free from daily stress and struggle is possible. Research-based frameworks and strategies already exist to equip you, support you, and empower you along your journey. Take comfort in knowing that when you raise your hand and say yes to a fulfilling and empowered life of achievement and satisfaction, there is a global community of women waiting for you to join them. Now, once you've begun the process of cultivating deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies, ladies, you are ready for step 2, because you have actually developed the mindset to build out a proven system that works for you, a personal blueprint for what I call work-life flow 2.0 for today's professional woman. As a woman, you are uniquely wired. Therefore, your most powerful and effective solutions do not necessarily follow the linear path of logistics, steps, pushing through, and grit. The way that you create, lead, make decisions, and operate in the marketplace might look a little different from your counterparts, but the end result to bottom line is the performance, its results, its productivity, and yes, it is profits. Your personal blueprint must be informed by the latest industry research on organizational behavior, market trends, and the most recent findings on gender gap and leadership performance data in the workplace. Women, you are going to have to learn how to signal and communicate potential while simultaneously demonstrating productivity, performance, and leadership. These hurdles cannot be overcome without an integrated work-life balance 2.0 system and personal blueprint in place to heighten your confidence, enhance your competencies, maintain an effective wellness and self-care regimen, and assure the safety and comfort of your loved ones. You can create a system that works for you. Just keep in mind that your system will undergo refinement and realignment as you grow, increase your impact, and begin to raise your standards of what you envision as your unique and fulfilling work-life flow. Now let's talk about the third mindset. You must acquire for flow and fulfillment in this era that demands what I am naming work-life balance 2.0. What it is you must commit to a heightened level of accountability. This means as a high-achieving professional woman, that's you are wise enough and driven enough to understand and accept you cannot do this on your own. Instead, you need to set up a next level accountability system in your life flow by integrating digital systems and human systems to synergize your life flow. Your digital systems might include mobile phone apps to track your health metrics or daily meditation, or becoming an expert user of platforms like Notion to keep yourself, your family, your teams, and your projects on track. While your next level 2.0 human accountability system will extend beyond friends and family members to include professional coaching programs and masterminds where you dismantle that experience of isolation because you belong to a community of like-minded professional women with whom you can practice the principles of flowing in a work-life balance 2.0 matrix. Remember, women, if you are chronically stressed out, trying to achieve work-life balance, you are not the problem. It is not your fault. You are not alone. Work-life balance is an ongoing process, and you'll need to be able to cultivate deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies, create and maintain a system of productivity for life flow, and you're going to need next level accountability. Women, you are trailblazers, making history as women in a new era where you will not flourish without these next level mindsets and systems to support your life of success, prosperity, and flow. If you've been listening today or on the replay, raising your hand and saying, yes, I can't keep up and I'm tired of the exhaustion, or yes, there's never enough time. Yes, I'm afraid that if things don't change, I'm going to get yet another health diagnosis, or yes, I'm tired of struggling alone. Then I'd like to invite you to join a free 5-day Chaos to Contentment Challenge for career women that I will be hosting in a few weeks. We will immediately get you working on mindset number 1, cultivating deep levels of self-awareness and self-knowledge of your competencies. And at the end of the 5 days, you will have designed your personal work-life balance 2.0 blueprint for life flow and fulfillment. Just message me with the hashtag on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, the hashtag challenge, or email Coach Karen at speakrightmediacoaching.com with the subject line challenge to receive notifications and your invitation to the free challenge. Then begin to imagine and celebrate what your new life will look like and feel like when you have your personal blueprint for work-life balance 2.0.
Wow. Thank you so much, Karen. Work-life balance 2.0. I love it. And this has been such an amazing and incredible time, just listening and learning from you ladies. And if you're here, for those of you that are watching live or you're watching the replay, please note that my team and I are going to put a link to each of the amazing speakers in the comments section so that you can actually take advantage of the next steps. All right. I know all of these ladies very well, and I know they're passionately ready to help. All right. So if you're here and you really need this, or you know someone that needs it, this will be a very good video to share with them. All right. So we're going to wrap it up today. And I want to thank you all. Karen, thank you so much. Cynthia, Anu, and Elizabeth, thank you so much for doing this today. And if you're here watching also and you'd love to be a part of the Storyseller Show, just say show in the comments and we'll reach out to you and show you how to be on. All right. So everyone, ladies, do you want to unmute and just say goodbye, everyone? And I want to see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye-bye.